Yo, 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 what is good, everyone? We are here. GG's Any Tips, the Smash Help hotline with the two most qualified smashers in the entire world. I am Turtle Hands.
And I'm Jada, so welcome everyone. As you already know, we are indeed the two most qualified smashers in history. So I know a lot of you are probably, some of you, I'm sure all of you actually Ultimate players are familiar with me. Jada, it's kind of a household name in the Ultimate community.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm excited to be here, and I hope some of you also submitted some questions with the hashtag. The Beetle King also is another moniker I go by. But...
Yes, indeed. I hate it here. Alright, don't worry about it. You're gonna love it soon because let me tell you, we have some great quality content lined up. But first, you might be a little bit confused as to why we're so qualified. So I'm just gonna go over our qualifications first. I'll start. I am Turtle Hands. You guys know, like, Aristotle and, like, Copernicus, Einstein.
Yeah, I'm familiar, you know.
Yeah. You know, like those people. Yeah, they're pretty much like holding a candle to the intellect I have in this game, right? They're just like around the shrine of Turtle Hands, like, please bestow us this knowledge. And okay, I know what you're thinking. Dude, this guy isn't even ranked in his region and he's this smart? Yeah, no, it's kind of a robbery at this point. Like, people are just holding me down, putting me with handicaps in tournament. My, like, hands are tied behind my back. I have to play with my feet. I have to wipe butter all over them, you know, before I start the set. Like, they're finding new ways to keep me down. Yeah.
It was actually so a little Pittsburgh lore is actually margarine.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't actually butter, but
yeah. I mean, look. I can't believe it's not butter. It's the same thing, really. Like, everyone knows it tastes exactly the same. So
yeah.
I'm really that smart. I don't even know what organization sponsors me. It's probably TSM, but they're like beneath me, so I don't really care. So. Yeah, that those are my qualifications. If you want to go over yours, Jada, real quick,
mine's a short list, but you know, I'm the Beetle King, baby. Like, I am the Beetle King, and like, also like, I guess really my only other qualification, as if I need another one, is the fact that I won the Big House 9 Melee singles.
That is true.
Yeah, if you go to the Big House 9 Twitter account, they retweeted my tweet, which I make the statement, which I won, and so officially endorsing me. So yeah, I mean, really, I won a super major for Smash Bros game, and the Beetle King. So
yeah, man. I mean, like, look, what else do you need? We're right here, like. And I think something's been pressing on all of your guys' mind. We're gonna jump right into the first topic. You guys know that we've been, like, on and off with how the Smash Ultimate scene has been going with the Wi-Fi versus LAN. It's an argument beaten to death, really. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna start with something else that you guys might want to know, and it's our theory as to who the best player in the world is. So I think you're pretty qualified to talk about this, Jada. So who is the best player in the world, do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad you picked this question to start off. You know, not a lot of people are talking about it. You know, just it's something that's kind of like, you know, only like the us esteemed scholars of the game are really bringing the good debates for. And like I'm looking at the list of smashers, and someone who's really impressed me, who I think has been making a case for not even just the best player right now, but the GOAT, the greatest of all time, is Bone Muncher, the Yoshi player from Otsego County. I think they're like
yeah
they struggle. It's weird because it's one of those situations where I think they're fourth in Otsego County, but they're dominant everywhere else, you know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, Otsego County is a really, really weird situation, right? Because, like, you take a player as good as Bone Muncher, who's, like, pretty definitively the best in the world. Like, you look at this player and you're just like, oh my gosh, Bone Muncher's the best player in the world. And you look at the competition and you're just like, Oh, okay, so he just gets lamed out by, like, some Ness kid or something, like some 4-year-old mashing on his controller who's, like, number 2 in Otsego County or something. And then you've got, like, I don't know, like a Min Min who, like, just picked up the game and, like, just beating people because the matchups are polarizing and no one understands the character. Like, Bone Muncher's a really good pick. I think I agree with that, man.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, really utilizing Yoshi in ways that, you know, you got that 2-frame parry window, you know, and just some Yoshi specific tech, and like you said, really only dropping stocks, you know, occasionally in some of the losing matchups like Min Min and Ness.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Otsego County power rankings are a little bit corrupt too. Like, you know, like how I'm not ranked in my region. I feel like it's a similar position. Like they know Bone Muncher's gonna be like number 0, number -1, but
yeah, I know there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama there, you know. And we don't have to, you know, dig into that right now because we got all sorts of questions lined up.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got some submitted to us directly, or you can submit them live now with the hashtag GG's any tips.
Yes, you can. Please go ahead and do so.
I don't know if you want to pick the first one or I can. It's, you know.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead if you've seen one that caught your eye? Go ahead. I will be hopping on that hashtag right away though.
Yeah, I found one. This one's from at Rodney PGH.
Okay.
Yeah, Godney Gang. Yes, that's right, Slate Warrior. Hashtag or GG's or GG. We will check both.
Yeah, we'll check both.
But GG's any tips? How do you spell ultimate? And if that's the case, why? So really, yeah, this is so. I feel very qualified for this one because some Jada lore here is I won the 5th grade spelling bee for my school.
Oh,
and and then I advanced on and won the county spelling bee, actually. And then I advanced to Pitt. Like I entered a tournament for spelling tournament, if you will.
Oh, a spelling
University
tournament.
of Pitt, yeah. Dang. And yeah, the seeding was really messed up, and I got knocked out in the first round. I mean, the word they gave me, it was, I don't even remember it because it wasn't a word, you know. So it was really like, I don't know. There was something with just like the new kid on the block coming in, but you know, I definitely have shown some prowess in. Sorry, I see King Waffle spam those donuts, you know?
Yeah, thank you so much, King Waffle, for your support. I mean, he's been instrumental to us in a lot of ways. Look. Like, I mean, it's not even as important, you know? It's not as important as, like, how you contribute. It's just the fact that you're contributing, you know? Like, you could post anything, and we literally wouldn't give a crap. If you're in here giving me viewers, I don't care. Like, just come on, join the party.
So, Turtle Hands, how do you spell ultimate? I think the emphasis here, maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but the emphasis Rodney is trying to get across is how do you spell ultimate?
Yeah, so I like Google translated the tweet into Spanish and then back into English to get a more like specific word choice there, you know? Just to like kind of like get the root of what he was saying. I think I agree with your interpretation there for sure. Yeah, so how I spell ultimate, it's kind of like a U. After that, you probably go for an L. The T and the I think, are essential.
Pardon my interruption, but you can't be taking L's, dude. You can't be taking L's.
You're right, dude. Oh my gosh, yeah. That was such a rookie mistake, you know? Sometimes I just get so high over my own head that I just, like, assume people in chat are gonna call me out on that. But I thank you so much for that, Jada. Yeah. I mean, only someone of your intellect would be able to say that. So it's U-T-I is essential because the I is definitely an ultimate. Like... If you're not playing that game for yourself, you've got some problems, man.
You know what they say? There's no I in team, but there is an I in ultimate. You know, I've always said that. You know.
Yeah, every single time. All right, so yeah, so U-T-I and then MATE because you play Ultimate with your mates. So there you go. You got U, you got I, you cross the T's and you dot your I's, and then you play it with your mates. So it's UTIMAT. That's how you spell Ultimate.
Yeah,
Well, what do you think, though?
I think that's pretty definitive. And I do like the break. I agree. No L, of course. You know, we don't take L's here. Also, Beck just got banned from Grove City Discord. Another day in the Grove City Smash Discord.
Yeah, just unfortunate that he interrupted King Waffle's donut pyramid. I mean, I feel like he was pretty clear when he said if anyone interrupts my donut pyramid, it's gonna be over for you. Like, that's a little... that's risky. That's a risky play, but yeah. I mean, sometimes it pays off.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take another approach for spelling Ultimate is... I think it's an important distinction. So Rodney assumed that we knew it was Smash Brothers Ultimate. It was implied, right?
Okay, yeah.
But there wasn't a capital for Ultimate.
That's true.
When I spell Ultimate, similar to your spelling, no L's, of course, but capital U, and capital I.
Yeah.
You know, because it's you and I, right? It's you and I. I'm pointing to you, chat, and you, Turtleland. It's you and I. And I capitalized those two letters for that emphasis. And then no L, so capital U, lowercase t, capital I. And that's it. The mate's implied, right?
Yeah, you're right. Oh my. Okay, that's unconventional, but I think it gets your point across to the higher echelon of people listening to this podcast for sure.
Yeah, and like I think sometimes I'll put the mate in parentheses, you know, but that's just, you know, just to clue people in, you know.
Yeah, so sometimes you're not in the know, and that's fine. I think that everybody should enter the Ultimate scene, you know? Like, if you're just thinking about the game even a little bit, like maybe you thought of Mario once, you should enter the Ultimate scene. I think you should. You'll have a really good shot of making, like, top 10 PGR.
Yeah, right. So I think, I mean, those are our answers, Rodney. I hope that was helpful to you. Shout out to Godney Gang.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, thank you so much, Rodney. I mean, your contribution to Grove City Smash, it can't be stated. It literally can't be stated. You did nothing. You didn't do anything. What the heck? All right, moving on to some more important topics. Rodney, we did that to humor you. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I can't do that bit for that long. That's hard. I love you, Rodney. Oh my gosh. All right. So I am going to move on to a really important question that was actually asked by a Louisiana player. His name is Hayloft Brigade. Hayloft Brigade here asked, how minus is Kirby Down Air? And I feel like that's a really good question, right? Because you think about minus, like, it was like, what, you go to the Ultimate website, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do they know, man?
Ultimate.com, right?
Yeah, Ultimate.com. Like, what the crap does Ultimate.com know about minus, huh? Mm-hmm. Like, I think taking that to us was great. So thank you, Hayloft Brigade. Thank you so much for, and let's go Louisiana. A huge fan of that state. I don't know what's there, but it's probably in the shape of an L. Ooh, that's bad, actually.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna dive any deeper. I'm just gonna leave the appreciation there. So, do you want to maybe touch on how minus Kirby's Down Air is? You do play the game a lot.
Yeah, and you know, Kirby's Down Air is, well, that's the interesting thing. It's actually, there's a misconception, is a lot of people think it's minus. It's actually plus. Shout out to King Waffle. In the Modulus world, minus is plus. Yeah, it's actually plus. And I'm gonna do some checking, but I believe it's +3. Yeah, +3.
Okay, +3 then. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I think that's a good answer. All right, so if you're listening right now, Hayloft Brigade, I can't put any more to that. Like, it's +3. So if you hit someone's shield with Kirby Down Air, it's +3.
Yeah, and like
But yeah, +3 isn't safe. Keep in mind, +3 is not
oh
safe.
no.
Yeah, and it
In
doesn't.
2021?
Yeah,
No.
no. Not this year. Not this year. Maybe last year it was a little safe. But like no. This year like you can't do a +3 Kirby Dare on Shield and expect to not get punished. Like the
Yeah.
top tiers in this game are absurd. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. If you dare someone's shield, you are going to get punished. So just keep it in mind.
And that's including the L cancel, right?
Yeah.
L and Z cancels, you know.
Yeah, you always want to cancel the L or else you'll lose.
Yeah, that's just the truth. That's you know, we're here to bring you the truth.
Guys, if you thought that was the truth, could you like cross out your L's in chat? Just a couple cross out L's, you know? If you don't know how to do this, I mean, it's just embarrassing. Thank you, Beck. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Turf,
thanks,
you're doing
Beck.
good job. You're doing good work. I'm proud of you.
You know, T is the crossed L, right?
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
We figured this out by now.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for crossing your L's. I appreciate this so much. I mean, you guys are contributing in a way that we can't possibly imagine. This is literally you guys asking us questions and providing us all the content, and we're literally just reading the questions back to you. This is embarrassing for you. You could have done this.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's Kirby's minus Dare. Did you see another question that maybe popped out for you?
Yeah. Let me see. There was one that was really good. When Joker uses Tetrakarn,
Okay.
how many frames is it active? I can't seem to time my punishes right.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, this sounds like user error, right?
Yeah, well, I let me pose this to you.
Okay.
Could you elaborate a little on, just for the viewers at home that might not know? I of course know. Tetrakarn. What is, you know, and I obviously know, and Joker, you know, he's you know, he did the pencil thing in the Batman movie. He's a wild guy, so
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Who knows what Tetrakarn could really be?
Yeah, so Tetrakarn is like, it's like an anime reference, right? I don't know much about it other than the fact that it's an anime reference. I mean, like, you know, we have a good friend in the Grove City Smash scene. His name is Sora Izumi. Shoutouts to Sora Izumi. He watches a ton of anime, and he says Tetrakarn a lot. Like, especially when he's playing the game. It's really annoying, and I wish he'd stop. But
yeah, I mean, I asked him what he
Yeah.
banned one time, and he just said Tetrakarn. And I was like, "You're gonna ban your favorite thing? Like that doesn't
Yeah.
even."
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know. Like
I don't know.
anime kids are weird, man. Like I get it, dude. Like he's a cool guy. I love hanging out with him, going to Sheets afterwards, you know, like you always got to go to Sheets with the boys after a tournament. That was in a question, I think, but I don't really care enough to read the question. Always go to Sheets after the tournament run, no matter how far away it is.
Most sheets after the tournament is a necessity.
Yeah, every single time. Okay, so moving back to the question, just jumping around from this topic that we are currently talking about back to the topic we were talking about, which is how to punish Tetrakarn. It's user error. You need to understand it's just an anime reference. Anime is not real in any capacity. Tetrakarn is not real in any capacity. Just wait till it goes away. It'll disappear. It's anime.
Yeah, and like one strategy that I've used in this situation is, like you said, it isn't real, right? Like it's only real because your opponent is speaking it into existence.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
So if you this is why a lot of players will actually especially in 2021 are wearing earbuds or headphones, so like they're blocking out the sound so they can't hear that.
Yeah.
And I also recommend, as another layer of closing your eyes and shutting off those senses, and then it's you should be able to time your punish perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
Look. I'm sure you've read this book. I don't know if anybody in chat has, but The Inner Game of Tennis.
Yeah.
It's a book recommended for Smash Ultimate players. It was actually written by a Smash Ultimate player. The Inner Game of Tennis. It's a really good book on mentality. It has a whole chapter pretty much on just trusting yourself. You've played the game enough. You're playing Ultimate. There's no way you're not playing this like 8 or 9 hours a day, right? Like, there's literally no way. I mean,
Yeah.
you can attest to that. How many hours have you put into this game?
Oh gosh, I mean, at least 12,
Yeah.
maybe 13 or 14 even.
No. That's
And
exactly what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, and you brought up a good, just more another shout out for the Inner Game of Tennis. That really impacted my whole Smash career. And
yeah,
my favorite, one of my favorite chapters, in that book, in that tome, if you will, is the chapter 7, I think it is, on how to
Mhm.
deal with Pit's ledge trapping.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, because we know Pit's Pit, and not so much Dark Pit though, surprisingly, has an excellent ledge trapping game, and it was really helpful
Mhm.
for me because I was having a pit problem at the time.
yeah.
Um,
Which is
but
embarrassing, but like you got past it.
yeah, it's, hey, look, that was I'm a new year, new me. That's not 2021 Jada.
Mm.
But what are you thinking for the next question, Turtle Hands?
The next question, I'm going to go to one of our most recent questions submitted by our very own in chat. His chat name is TMDK. His real name is Red. I think the T in TMDK stands for like a shade of red. I'm not sure. So excuse me, hashtag GG's any tips, you can submit these live. We're getting so many. Thank you so much, everybody. Why does Luigi not wear red? Why does he wear green like a stupid idiot, dumb idiot? Why is he green? Why?
Hmm.
Yeah, so, yeah. I'd like to hear your take on this. I would.
Yeah, so why does he wear green, right? But does he wear green? I never really noticed,
Wait. Yeah, I mean, wait. So here's the thing that like I think I've experienced that I think you might also have experienced. Just like from what you're saying right here. Everybody tells me that tomatoes are red and that grass is green, but they seem like the same color to me. Like, this is the same for you, right?
Yeah, I've run into that too, and people always tell me it's like red and green, the Christmas colors,
Yeah, but it's
tomatoes
the
and
same
grass,
thing.
like,
It's just like a rectangle. There's like this like wrapping paper with stripes apparently, but
yeah, I don't. It's perplexing.
yeah, I don't know.
But
I mean, everybody sees color the same, so I think it's just like an elaborate bit.
yeah, no, that's what I was afraid to say it, but so thank you for calling that out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I guess I never really noticed that Luigi wears green.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have to, and I've never noticed. I don't know if I believe it either.
Yeah.
And also, like, even if he may have worn green at one point, he's probably got a couple different outfits, right? Like, he's not a cartoon character.
Yeah, that's really true.
Yeah, like, I don't know. So that was, yeah. I'll keep an eye out. Maybe I can follow up, but that's my take.
Yeah, I think I'll call Luigi after this. He's pretty busy around like 7:30 to like 8:30, 9 o'clock. He's a little busy during those hours, so I can't really call him now. But I'll be sure to call him later for you guys and let you know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that submission or the elaborate bit. I'm not really sure which. Either you're confused or we're correct. There is no difference. Oh, thank you so much for the gift sub, Beck as heck. I mean, the support like that, like, I can't even believe it. I literally can't believe it. I don't think it's real, but thank you. I just imagined that, I think, but thank you so much. All right, do you have any more questions here? There's another topic I'd like to go over at some point, but I'd like to get a question out of the way first.
Yeah, let me see. Johnny Gumball Gamble had a really good one.
Okay, okay.
Let me see if I can find. Shout outs to Gumball. Absolute pillar. Oh, wait. Sorry. Quick detour.
Oh,
Becca's Heck asking, how do you feel about the Wolf mod? That's a really good question because
okay.
I was just in the pre-show. I was actually talking to Turtle Hands about this, and you know, for those of you who don't know, a new Melee mod came out. They added Wolf to the game. You know, that character from Star Fox. And it really got me thinking. Is they should really add Wolf to Ultimate, right? If the fans added him to Melee. And, you know, we know Sakurai loves bringing in characters from the old Nintendo lore, right? And it just got me thinking, is like, Wolf would be such a great choice, right? And bring him back in, like, you know, fingers crossed, reboot Star Fox, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe even come out, like, with Star Wolf, you know?
Yeah, that would be really freaking cool, dude. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I for one definitely wish Wolf was in Smash Ultimate, but I mean, we can only hold out hope. There's still a few DLC slots left. I mean, like, we're almost there. But
yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, sorry for that quick detour, but
yeah, go ahead for the other one.
Yeah, so this one's pretty specific, but it's Gumball asks, could my Waluigi beat Shay's Diddy if they added Waluigi as a DLC character?
Oh man.
Now, this is like 18 levels of hypothetical, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not like anything that we're not used to dealing with here on the show. GG's Any Tips. We've been doing this show for a very long time, so it's nothing we're not used to. This layers of hypothetical, but I do want to address a point here. Waluigi, if he were added as DLC. Actually, I do want to count the layers here for the viewers at home. They might be a little confused. So assuming he plays Waluigi, that's one hypothetical. Shay's Diddy, assuming Shay plays Diddy.
Yeah.
They added Waluigi. Okay, sorry, they added, I mean, who knows, they could just stop production right now, and there'd be no more DLC, so that's one. They added Waluigi as a DLC character, as opposed to like a character on release, because Ultimate's still in the beta. So we've got 6 layers of hypotheticals here for the chat. Just to make you all know, make sure you guys know, like, how many fingers am I holding up right now? 6 fingers. It's 6 layers of hypotheticals. So that's a lot of hypothetical layers. I do want to address the fact that everyone knows it is impossible to surmise an answer to this. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to work through, you know, my mind's racing right now, you know, and it's trying to figure out all the possible permutations of how this could play out. And wow, like it's because you think about Waluigi, right? You know, we're all always thinking about Waluigi, right? You know.
Yeah, sure. Like I'm thinking about like scratching off this pimple on my forehead. Like you're thinking about Waluigi.
Yeah, let's see some wah in chat.
Yeah. Some baby rages too to accompany it. You know, just some wah. You know.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to think that, you know, if the stars do align. This is you know, I don't think we're ready for the stars to align for this question, you know?
Yeah. Like, okay, so I'm gonna share a story. I was in Twitch chat the other night, and watching my good friend Clamhat. Shoutouts to Clamhat. I was watching the Clamhat stream He was playing some Super Mario Sunshine, and somebody left the chat and said, "Farewell, may the stars guide you all." I'm not kidding. That actually happened.
Wow, that's wow. That's
so,
incredible.
Yeah, no. So we're not ready. We're not ready for the stars to align for that kind of situation to happen. If that is being said in Twitch chat, just thought I'd let you know. So. All right. Whoa. Hashtag GG's Any Tips in chat. That is a bold idea. It could get you banned in the future.
Yeah.
So be a little careful about that. But we here at GG's Any Tips, right? We support the bold plays. We support the risks. Because you're not going to get anywhere in Ultimate without risks.
All right. Well, GG's Any Tips ban me. Well, here I am. Let me figure out how to activate the sword thing. I'm a very active mod. I've now activated mod mode. And
whoa, wait, there's a mode for mods? I don't know. I'm a streamer, so I don't know about this.
I've never interacted with you in my life until now, but as soon as I figure out how to ban you, I guess I won't have to interact with you again. That's just logic, right?
Oh my gosh. Alright, so anyway, I think Skink is banned now. It's fine if he isn't. He's banned. We all know. Banning is a state of mind.
Yeah, how about I'll let you simmer for a good 10 minutes. So, well, a little over, but we'll let you simmer. So. Easy there.
I'm sorry, guys. You can't see this right now because you don't mod the channel, which is really funny. But he was timed out for 632 seconds.
Yeah, that was. I crunched the numbers in my head, and that's what I got. So
yeah, that's about 10 minutes. So. Thank you so much for submitting the hashtag GG's Any Tips, Skink. I appreciate it so much. You are seriously the best. Oh my gosh. Alright, wow. Alright, so I do want to cover another topic. We're not just about answering your questions. That would be really, really boring and stupid. I would be very angry if that's all we did. I think you guys would be pretty mad too. So I do want to cover one topic specifically. It was kind of alluded to in one of the questions, but I do want to talk about people scream a lot when they play Ultimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they get caught off guard by something, or like maybe something happens that they didn't expect, which is pretty funny, but like, I mean, you usually expect things to happen in Ultimate, like, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, people will be like, whoa! Or like, ah! You know, like, and then they'll be like, ah! You know?
Yeah,
it's
like
weird.
little interjections, and
yeah, interjections.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great word for it. So I wanted to ask for your thoughts specifically on why screaming is so prevalent at the lower level, the bottom tier of Ultimate. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I've noticed that trend too. The noise level in Ultimate tournaments is famously known to be eardrum shattering, very lots of decibels, a very high number of decibels at the start of the tournament, and that's when everyone's in the tournament, right? And then it gradually decreases as the higher skilled players are left in the tournament, right? And in terms of why it's so prevalent,
mm-hmm.
I think it's like a self-inspiration thing, right?
Yeah.
I think like you if you block out all the other noise and you scream, and it's a way of centering yourself, right? You can focus on the scream,
Okay.
You know, and this is an exercise, you know, you and I can do right now, and the people at home. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
looking at you viewers, you can
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1, and on 1 we can all just little screech out. You
Yeah,
know,
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. All right, so go
Yeah.
for it.
All right. So 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Yeah. See, I felt
Yeah.
I felt that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
And,
That was good.
Yeah, and I think it's useful because it was like it cleared out the toxins, you know, like it
Yeah.
just cleared them out.
Cleared them out straight out. Okay, so I mean, like, I think it's really important. You said that the scream helps you focus, right? Dave, that felt good. I 100% agree. Like, but it's funny because like it helps them focus because like, oh gosh, we know they're not focusing on the game at a low level. Like they're not paying attention to what's on the screen. They're just like looking at something else, like the flies buzzing around their head. Like I don't know. Usually their skin's rotting or something, but like. At low level ultimate, they're not good enough to be focusing on the game. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I think it gives them something to focus. You know, it's like
mhm.
I guess a good comparison would be a pacifier, right? For like a little baby.
Yeah.
It's like a focal point. And I think just as you reach higher levels of play, you're able to use the game as the focal point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think there's that, and that's the, like, you know, look, like you still see PGR players with binkies sometimes, you know, like
it's
that's
a little
like,
embarrassing.
that's chill, you know, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
chill, dude.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
but
for them.
yeah, but you don't see, you know, the bone munchers of the world. They're munching on bones, you know. They're not munching on binkies.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I thank you so much for bringing up Bone Muncher again. Can we just talk about that one set he had with Samsora? Like,
Yeah.
that was literally just like, look. You guys know everything about like Samsora losing to people who he's way better than. Yeah, number 2, 4 on the PGR, whatever Samsora is. Look, like Bone Muncher embarrassed Samsora.
Yeah, like
Completely.
go on. I think it was Treehouse. It was the Treehouse Weekly, right? 33. If you search up on YouTube, you can find it.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. Look up the Treehouse Weekly Samsora Bone Muncher. It's honestly just an incredible set. But here's something, I think a particular moderator of mine in the chat is gonna feel this one really hard. This was probably submitted by somebody in the Discord that I actually admin. It's called the Game & Watch Discord. It's terrible. Every single day I spend in there is another day I wish I wasn't there. Yeah, so here it is. The question submitted by likely a member of the Game & Watch Discord. How should I approach Ike as Mr. Game & Watch? Let's be honest, Game & Watch just loses to sword characters, right?
Yeah, swordies, if you will.
Yeah, swordies. Sorry. I can't believe I'm sorry, dude. That was...
No, it's okay.
That was like a personal offense to you, I feel, dude. I'm really sorry about that.
No. You're good.
Okay, good.
So yeah, it's how to approach Ike as Game & Watch, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is something that we're actually very well equipped to discuss because during you know, the lifespan of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, you and I had lots of experience playing the Ike Game & Watch matchup.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was in a couple #Grove City Smash updates. But yeah.
Yeah, and for in terms of how, in another, because I remember after one of the sets, you know, where you were able to successfully approach me multiple times. And I asked about that after the set, and I was like, how? And I can't remember the specifics, but I remember you talked about you would just focus. You would think about that. There's a scene in Brawl depicting Game and Watch's lack of morality, right? There's something there. Yeah.
Yes, there is. This is well known. Yes.
Yeah, if you could just expand on that a little bit, I can't remember the specifics, but
Yeah. So the general concept is that Game & Watch has absolutely no morality whatsoever. He is comprised entirely of these demons called shadow bugs, and as we know, bugs cannot discern between right or wrong. They have no conception of personal space, and neither does Game & Watch. So that, I think, was instrumental in me approaching Ike in the matchup, right? Because no sense of personal space, why do I have to worry about getting close to you, you know?
Yeah. Like, you don't even view that as approaching, right? You know, you're just moving.
You're just buzzing around like a dumb fly.
Yeah, and that's a good way is you know, take away this framing of, you know, all this stuff you put on moving, you know, approaching, retreating, advantage state, disadvantage state, all state, you know, like, just move, you know.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it would also be really useful to just, like, in the middle of your set, if you're a Game & Watch playing against an Ike, just, like, stick your finger in your mouth like that, get nice and wet, and give your opponent a wet willy. I think that would be a really, really, really good idea to help you approach in the Game & Watch Ike matchup.
Yeah, actually, no, I remember because I started similar, because I remember after losing in grands to you in Ike Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Is when I started taking on the mantle of Thumbsucker, right? Of Thumbsucker Esports, and that was really you know, is in the next time we met in bracket is you know, I just popped them in and popped them down, and really, if you think about it, giving a wet willy to the controller, you know?
Yeah, dude. That was so useful for you.
Yeah, and I remember, and like I brought it back the next time we played, you know? It's under Thumbsucker, you know, just sucking on the thumbs, and you know, this is like, and the fact that I was able to slide between the C stick and the button so fluidly.
Yeah.
One might. Yeah.
No, that's so big, and I think I want to give a shout out. That sound you heard, it wasn't your imagination. KevLang456, who just typed in chat, thank you so much for the follow. We both have the same first name, Kevlang, so thank you so much. I kind of doxed myself a little bit. You're never gonna find me, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. But thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah, and Kevin spitting truth. I've seen them suck thumbs back during IRL. Is really impressive. That is true. Yeah, that was my nickname in high school, Thumbsucker. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I think I guess just to bring it back to the question is like, you know, don't worry about approaching and just move. You know.
Yeah, and stick your finger in there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right. I wanna get to a question here. I'm sorry if I'm kind of like interrupting your flow right now by taking two questions at once, but I feel like this has to be addressed because one of the more vocal members of chat, G Pickle, who is also a Game & Watch main, he's given a fair share of wet willies to his opponents. So, hashtag GG's any tips, and then he added turtle hands, which is very bold. I don't know why you did that, but
hey, I got my hammer ready, so just let me know.
Yeah, just
fan hammer, Game & Watch hammer. It's
like I just
kids,
It's just funny, right? Because like he thinks he can like talk to me, but I don't know. Anyway, his question was, how are you on track of making top 4 in the Pokemon Draft League Silver Division while also being complete dog water? Now, complete dog water is way more impressive than you could imagine. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like we're not talking partial dog water, we're talking complete dog water. It is actually, and then G Pickle lying in chat as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, complete dog water is like a level of molecular perfection that you cannot even possibly fathom. So, I mean, it was a good try, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I might have to like block you or report you on Twitter. I don't know. You shouldn't at me again. So.
Yeah, because no, I'm glad you brought up the phrase molecular perfection. That really stood out to me, and because there are 3 elements to a molecular, molecule, right?
Yes, 3 elements.
And in this instance, it's for dog water. It's hydrogen, it's oxygen, right? We know those, and dog. Dog. And that's how you get dog water. And we all know, the 3 is a special number, and it's all about, and triangles are used a lot in just geometry for their beauty and for their structural integrity.
Yeah, just look at the top of the stream here. I mean,
you see it right there. I mean, all over, this isn't a coincidence, so just remember, it's hydrogen, oxygen, and dog.
Yeah, so hydrogen, oxygen, dog, that's literally what I'm made of, and it's hilarious that you think that you can possibly hope to attain something like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna ignore everything you say in chat for the next, like, I think 3 weeks. So, you can join the stream. I love having you in chat. I will read every single message. I'm not gonna read any single one aloud ever again. Yeah, so Daith, I don't really understand why you told us that you submitted a question. I mean, like, we told you at the beginning of the stream. If you weren't paying attention or you weren't here, this is your fault, not ours. We're gonna look at the hashtags, buddy. It's fine, dude. It's fine. So, we're gonna get to yours last, just because you decided to cut the line, Like, I mean, it's a patient game.
Yeah. You know what? You don't want to know what we do to line cutters around here.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, so you got the next question on deck, Jada?
Yeah, I was gonna I found a good one from someone's using, I'll just say their username, government sanctioned weeb gamer. And they ask, can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? And can we? I mean, that requires a lot of suspension of disbelief, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of suspension of disbelief. I think I'm actually gonna pull up a video for you guys.
Yeah, that's I think I know what you're talking about. And like, just real quick, I'm pretty sure I personally, I don't know if I have the willpower to suspend my disbelief, to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I can't picture, seeing Wilbur and Orville Wright flying up there over the horizon like it's E.T. and being able to pretend that they are, masses of burning gas.
Yeah, masses of burning gas, just like the poop I took yesterday morning. It was just so good. It was like I just like it was like a supernova in there, let me tell you. Like, it was steaming. They had to call like all kinds of plumbers, Mario, Luigi. Like, I can't stress enough how disgusting of an experience it was.
And that's what we call some verbal doo-doo diarrhea.
Yeah, let me tell you. All right, so I am going to. This might be a little loud for you, but it's important that it's loud. I'm going to just play this video for you guys. Sure.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars?
There we go. So that's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for submitting that question. Government sanctioned weeb. If you guys want to like listen to that on repeat, it's on YouTube. You can find it. I'm sure you can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. You can definitely find it.
Yeah, let me see if All right, so someone I can't tell their username. It's just a bunch of shapes, you know. So it's just
Oh yeah, it's like a bunch of shapes. Yeah.
yeah, and they ask how important is the music counterpick?
I'd say it doesn't really matter. I mean, the better opponent's gonna win. Like, you know, like you can get the music to feel like if you're more comfortable with it, but like I think you should. The better player's just gonna win. You just have to focus on the match itself. The music's just for personal comfort, I'd say.
Yeah, I think I agree with one exception.
Okay.
Two. I lied. Two. One exception
all right.
being if I sit down and my opponent, you know, sets up all their custom controls. You know, they've seen all the My Smash Corner videos. They got L on footstool and Z on taunt. You know, like they got the whole setup. And I'm sitting there and like, you know, they spend all their time doing that. They set up all of their favorite songs, not even asking me for my favorite songs, of course. You know, and they're setting all that up, and you know, I've read a few novels in that time already.
Yeah.
And but I see that they've set every single stage to Megalovania from Earthbound.
Yeah.
And I just know I'm gonna win that set at that point, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the one major exception is when you have the 1-2 of custom controls that are carbon copied from a Smash Corner video.
Yeah.
And Megalovania, like it's, you know, I've done this before. I've just unplugged my controller and walked up to the TO desk and be like, "Hey, I won 2-0." Just because, you know, it's just easier that way, you know?
Yeah. It's way easier.
Yeah, and the other exception is if, you know, because like, look, you know, don't tell Nintendo, but you know, people hack their stuff, right? You know, people put custom mods, and there's one time I loaded the Moon theme from the DuckTales NES game on there, and that song's a banger, by the way.
Yeah, that song slaps.
Banger.
It absolutely slaps.
And I was untouchable that set. Like I didn't take literally untouchable. Like the moves phased through me. I was intangible the whole time. And so I think that's the only other exception, really. And that's, you know, and that's just in my experience at least.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. But yeah, generally in Smash Ultimate, you do want to just focus on getting your neutral down, getting your punishes. You practice the game for a long time, and the music's just going to be a personal comfort thing, you know? Other than those two noted exceptions. I think that's the most rational way to look at it. Yeah. I think that was really good. I think the next question here is going to be kind of similar to that vein in my answer to it. When I get hit by Ridley, I see my life flash before my eyes. Is there any way to stop this from happening? There isn't.
Yeah.
You're pretty much doomed at that point. Look, like, I mean, like, you get hit by Ridley, and it's just like a scar on your personality for the rest of your life. Like, people stop talking to you.
Yeah.
It's a little harrowing, actually. Like, I mean, like, you should just avoid Ridley players in bracket. Like, if you have played against a Ridley, thank you so much for the gift sub. I think I said thank you so much for the gift sub for Jibe Check too. I may have just completely ignored it by accident. If I did, I'm not really that sorry, but I'm pretty darn sorry, you know? Like, I'm really sorry. That feels really bad if I did. Alright, so yeah, thank you so much for the gift sub again, my crush. But yeah, if you see a Ridley player in bracket, it's best to just avoid them altogether. They're disgusting people.
I had a good question that popped up actually.
Okay.
From Pizza Frank.
Cool.
Turfinator in the chat.
Mhm.
They ask, how many tiers would Cloud go up in the tier list if he had Diddy Kong's Peanut Pop Gun? And I think that's interesting because, there's a lot of ways this
Yeah,
may be a hot take, but
sure.
I think it's implied that he would have to wield the Peanut Pop Gun,
Yeah. Yeah.
And look, Cloud's, he's a tough guy, right? But I don't think he can swing that Buster Sword with one hand, That's a two-handed weapon, two-handed blade. And Cloud he's only got two hands.
Yeah, he actually does only have two hands, believe it or not. And like every single animation in Ultimate, you can look it up on ultimate.com. He only swings the sword while having both of his hands on it.
Yeah, and I just don't think I don't think he would really he'd have to drag it behind him. So I think he'd go down the tier list, because it's what about Nair? Someone asks. No, it does have. He does
I
have
think
two hands.
I think you need to look a little more closely.
At least two.
A little more closely. It may look like one hand because the animation's weird. I know this was a really funny blunder one time. There's a lot of blunders in the Grove City Smash community, but one time Jada thought that DK's down air was a punch instead of a kick. It's a kick. It's a kick. He has a big foot. Bigfoot is real, and so it's a Bigfoot. Yeah. Also, Diddy's an orphan. If you didn't know that, he's actually an orphan. He has no family to speak of. He's doing well for himself, considering he made an entire pop gun. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's impressive. I mean, we got a little inventor on our hands,
Yeah, it's really impressive. Yeah, but he's a complete orphan, so please be kind to him. He's had a rough life. He's had a rough go of things. Really interesting question here from Mr. My Crush. Actually, I do want to touch on this. We're getting close to our end time here, but I do want to touch on this for sure. And then you can get as many as you can going before we go to the last question from Dave. So Mr. My Crush says, my opponent snails my fist bump request. What do I do? He linked a video for reference. Is the counterplay different for a turkey? So if you're not familiar with a snail, right, get your fist, Jada.
Yeah.
So you get it here, and then you do that. No, that's the turkey.
The turkey. Wait,
so this is the snail.
I can't see your screen right now, but I'm gonna pretend I can.
All right.
Stage whisper.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't catch that, but this is the snail.
Oh, the cross up.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So they're snailing his fist bump requests. Yeah, they're snailing his fist bump requests. Is the counterplay different to the turkey, which is what you did, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so I think the turkey is you just look them in the eyes and just go I'm thankful for you, right? Because turkey's Thanksgiving, you just look and be like, hey, thank you, I appreciate
get him
that.
nice and wide,
Yeah.
Thankful for
and for the snail, I think that you just gotta accept it, right? And you don't say thank you aloud, but you say it with your eyes,
It's really easy to say it with your eyes.
Morse code, right? You blink to communicate. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's so the counterplay is different, right? It is distinctly different, but also it's not different at all.
I agree. Sorry, I zoned out a little bit there, but yeah, I agree.
Glad we could help my crush.
Yeah.
I have one quick question that I'm not going to answer, but I want to highlight.
Okay,
Is
cool.
someone who I won't name just DM'd me, "Hey, do you want to play right now?" The answer is no, because I'm doing this. But I just wanted to address that. So and I won't name them because I've never interacted with them in real life, so that would be uncomfortable. But so yeah, I'll talk to this person soon, but not right now. So yeah, I don't know if you had one,
Yeah.
Turtlehead, or if
All right.
we wanna.
I'm going to have one more, and then we will close with the one from Dave. He tried to cut line, as we all know. Cutters. I'm not gonna say it aloud. It's scary. How do you? This is from one of the moderators of the chat, Ataraxia. Thank you very much for submitting this. Hashtag GG's any tips. How do you play neutral? Is there a list of moves you use? I mean, if you wanna give your take, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of discussion around neutral, advantage state, disadvantage state, and if you actually look up, there's a website called GameFAQs, and it lists out all the moves that you can do. With each character, and like some of the inputs are a little hard where you have to tilt the stick versus smash it. From the title, I love it when games reference their title.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's
so
like the
cool.
movies that do that. It's like when the Lion King looked at the camera, it was like, "I'm the Lion King." You kind of just get goosebumps,
Dude, and then like in Family Guy, funniest moments, like when they say he's a family guy, like
yeah, exactly.
It's really freaking good.
Yeah, and like I love it when, but yeah, like when the game is, they're a little self-aware, a little like there's 4 walls and they just they break one of them. Not gonna tell you which one, but they do break one of them, and so yeah, like there's basically there's smash moves, right? It's a smash game, and so that you got the tilts and the smashes and the specials also. Back in my day, we just called them the B button moves, but nowadays, with controller remapping and what have you,
basically cheating, but like
I mean, I'm glad the rule sets established that now with custom controls being banned universally.
Yeah, because it's just straight up cheating.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad if you check, like I said, check GameFAQs, and they have a list of all the moves that you can do.
Yeah. And
that's my advice, and then just kind of go through in order, right? Like just that's what I do is you do jab, and the next time you do jab 2, and the next time you do jab 3, and then F tilt, up tilt, down tilt, and then the smash ones, and the special ones, and then you just restart, right?
Yeah, you just keep doing them in order.
Yeah,
it's like a permutation. You learn about that in math class if you're not like some kind of bozo, but yeah. So I'm going to I think that's a very profound and important answer that everyone needed to hear. I think the level of complexity requires to answer that is book length level. That is book length level. If I'm gonna be real with you, how do I play neutral is much too broad and basically boils down to how to fight in game. If you didn't understand what I just said, that's just on you. If that was just like word salad to you, like the glub glow gab galab, like just like coming at you with like, oh, I love books. Oh yes, like that's if that's what it felt like to you, I'm embarrassed. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. So just build your move list and permutate through it, basically. All right. I thank you so much for all of the support, everyone. I've greatly appreciated it. I know my co-host here, Jada, has been working his butt off to get this project off the ground. Thank you so much, Jada. I mean, he pitched the idea to me. We talked about it back and forth. We did like 5 minutes of prep, and here we are. I mean, like, making it big. I mean, I feel like we've been doing this like since just like a couple minutes ago. Like,
Yeah.
we've been doing it so long. It's just like, this is absurd. Thank you so much. I do want to finally get to the line cutter. Okay, I'm gonna read this with disdain, but it's fine. Hashtag GG's any tips. What is the optimal meal for after bracket for someone who goes 0-2, someone who makes top 8, and the winner? So we're talking about optimal meals depending on where you place in bracket. I think I can definitely cover 0-2 because due to the restrictions on my play, I have gone 0-2. It's not embarrassing. It's literally just my scene hates me.
And I can't cover 0-2. I've never gone 0-2
Yeah.
in my life.
Naturally.
That's actually the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm the Beetle King, baby.
Yeah, so I guess you could definitely cover being the winner, being that you're the winner of the Big House 9.
Yeah.
And then I guess we could do a mix of covering top 8. We both made top 8, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, we can start with what's your optimal meal if you go 0-2.
Yeah,
you know?
so when I go 0-2, you know how it really depends on how they make me go 0-2, right? Like, sometimes they just like heat my skull up to a temperature that's so hot that I literally can't function as a human, and they like cook eggs on it while I'm playing the video game. It is like, it's torture. It might be illegal, but like, I'm not gonna rat them out. They're my homies, man. Like, shout out to Pittsburgh, man. Like, you guys are the best. So like, I'll just eat the eggs in that case.
Yeah.
If there's like the butter hands, like, you know, like the classic butter fingers, I mean, I'll literally just like suck the butter off my hands. And then afterwards I'll just wash it down in the water fountain in the hallway. And then I think the optimal meal, if neither of those things are happening to you, which is extremely likely, granted you guys are not nearly as good as I am, if that's not an option, I think just like going outside, finding the nearest sidewalk, and like, you know how there's like little pebble deposits like in the sidewalk, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's like little pebble deposits in these sidewalks. You just like take your tongue and just scoop it up, you know, just whichever line looks most appetizing. Don't snort it. That's a mistake I made once. That hurts. Don't do
Real
that.
quick interjection, Turtle Hands. Sorry, breaking news. I've never had to pee this bad in my entire life. So I will be back in as fast as I possibly can. I know this is a little audible right here, but I'm gonna paste this link in chat of all of my IRL tournament results to prove, not that I'm insecure or anything, you know.
Yeah.
I'm awesome, you know, but to prove that I've never gone 0-2 in my life. So while the fans at home are perusing that, and if you want to talk about your optimal meals for top 8, I really have to use the little gamers room.
All right, man. I mean, go ahead. Everybody's got to use the gamers room when they're a gamer. As he disappears from the room, in incredible fashion, I think he actually like parted the curtain and jumped out the window, which is pretty normal. But you guys can look at his IRL tournament results. Those are his actual tournament results. We're not lying. Like that. Those are legit. Those are legit his tournament results. I don't know what that challenge link in 0-2 is, but I'm gonna ignore that for now. The meal for top 8 now. Look, top 8 is basically like a placement for a baby. A tiny little squealing infant crying in their little crib, begging for their mom and dad. Top 8 is basically that kind of placement if you're not getting first. Like, it's like basic, it's obvious. screaming and crying ensues because you just, oh, I know I could have done better. I could have done better. Shut up, dude. Like, we get it. You're an Ultimate kid. Everybody's good at Ultimate. There's no theoretical gaps on skill in Ultimate. Everyone can be good. Yeah, whatever, man. Like, you hear it so much that it's just like, I'm sorry, the music was just too overwhelming for me. I had to turn it down a little bit. So yeah, if you're getting a tournament there, you best, like, go eat at, like, some crap restaurant like Wawa or something. Like, I don't know. People like Wawa a lot. They think it's so good, but, like, you're going there to get gas, man. Like, you're not going there to order food. Unless you like sandwiches. If you like sandwiches, actually, Wawa's great. So if you like sandwiches, you should not go to Wawa if you make top 8, because top 8 is a placement for a child. Maybe even, like, a child who wasn't born with the ability to use the right hand dominantly. But so Wawa if you don't like sandwiches, because that place is terrible if you don't like sandwiches. And any other meal, I think, would just have to involve a lot of cheese, because let me tell you, it comes straight out the dumper when you get a cheesy meal like that. So you want to reflect on the fact that you only got top 8, like, later, and that's the way you're gonna do it.
Yeah, so I think sorry, I just see the chat. My crush trying to expose me, saying that I did go 0-2 in a tournament, but it's literally a tournament where I won the tournament. So quite the exact opposite of going 0-2.
It was pretty embarrassing that he did that, but
yeah. So pardon, sorry for that interruption, but Papa's feeling better now. So
thank you.
And just to bring it back to top 8 meals, I'm gonna list my top 8 meals.
Oh, that's really good. I like that. Yeah.
Starting number 8. Put some Pop-Tarts on a plate.
Yeah, dude.
And just throw them there, and just because, like, here's the thing is, like, I say number 8, put the Pop-Tarts on a plate. And what flavor, though? It is a very important question. Is I'm all about the classics. I go with the brown sugar cinnamon. It's very direct. It doesn't beat around the bush.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're a connoisseur of Pop-Tarts, Turtle Hands. I don't know if you have any flavors you want to name drop.
Oh, sorry. I got distracted. Pop-Tarts.
No worries.
Yeah, wild berry, man, dude.
Wild berry.
That flavor's out of it. I freaking love wild berry, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, it does. It does have a few fruit servings too. Think about the fruit pyramid, or the food pyramid. I eat so many fruits, might as well be a fruit pyramid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. You are what you eat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So top 8, my top 8 meals. So, number 7 is, a hot dog from 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And this is maybe a little controversial, just because I know I got some Sheetz hot dog fans in the chat, but nothing like just this chemical meat tube, one might say, to really fill you up after getting a solid 7th place. That's what I get when I get 7th.
Yeah. Yeah, 7-Eleven.
Yeah, and 6th, you gotta go with Chex Mix, right? You gotta. It's you got those little the little tic-tac-toe pretzel things.
Yeah, yeah.
And those are pretty cool. And if you're talented enough, you can play tic-tac-toe with them,
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. I do want to say something though, Jada.
Mm-hmm.
I literally like don't care what else you have to say about this.
Yeah, no, and that's I'm glad you say that because you're throwing me a lifeboat, you know? You're throwing me a lifeboat for sure. So skip to number 1. Number 1. We're done. We're done.
We're
Wasn't
done.
that fun?
Wow, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. That was an awesome, awesome stream. Thank you for all the support, the gift subs, the follows. Seriously, I appreciate this so much. Thank you so much, everybody. We're all done. Please just leave.